Hello everyone, welcome to Fiaura. How are y'all doing? So, today, I was going to do a World of Warships replay. No, I really was. Like, I've tried every World of Warships replay I've been sent. They all cause the game to crash, so there's something wrong with my client, I assume, that's causing them to crash the game. I would like some help with this if someone wants to give me some advice in the comments below on how to fix this. I did a fresh reinstall of World of Warships, and that doesn't seem to have fixed the problem. So I would appreciate that. In the meantime, we're seriously going to review the Gvosdika. The 2S1 Gvosdika. So, let's have a look at just what she is capable of after I get her loaded out and spec'd out. You know, because that's how it should be. So, let's see here. We load spare parts. We load medikit. And we load an energy drink. Just for shits and giggles. Retrofit wise, on the Gvosdika, we need extra accuracy for spite purposes. The crew intercoms to make things go faster. And a faster reload, just flat out. Actually, we need a shorter aim time and a faster reload because, you know, reasons. There we go. So now we have the accuracy, the reduction in aim time, and the crew comms. And let me make sure my M109 is properly fitted. It is properly kitted. So, we have two choices between SPGs. Now that you guys have seen me make sure that both are properly kitted. You have the Precision SPG, which relies on precisely hitting the target and has a slightly faster rate of fire. Versus the Tactical RPG, which relies on splash damage and sheer amount of damage. So, as you can see, they are diametrically opposed systems. With the Gvosdika having lower alpha, lower armor penetration, lower damage per minute, slightly faster reload. Both have the same hit points. Both have roughly the same armor. Though the M109 is made out of aluminum. It's literally made out of tinfoil. They both have roughly the same speed, so you both move about the same. The M109 has a slightly longer view range, but the Gvosdika has a significant advantage in camouflage. M109 has better cannon depression. That's the staple of American vehicles. But then we get to aim time. This is more important for artillery than any other tank because of how long it takes to get that gun whipped around and aimed at something. The Gvosdika aims quicker and can get its turret to traverse to the target much faster than the M109. Gvosdika also only has 4 crew opposed to the M109's 5. Something to take in consideration. You will get double the loader skills over on the M109 than you will over on the Gvosdika. So, all in all, I think the M109 is a better vehicle. That's why my M109 is already kitted out, because I enjoy actually driving it on rare occasions, whereas the Gvosdika, I don't think I've ever taken it out in my life. Just since closed beta. That's just to illustrate the difference in how I feel about the two vehicles. Now, the Gvosdika does have better armor sloping. It has better armor composition, but when you're only talking 20 millimeters of armor, you're not talking enough to really block anything. Even the little bitty M113 has 69 pen. It's going to cut through either of these vehicles like butter. So you're not relying on armor. You're relying on not being shot in the first place. And with artillery, remember the counter battery system. Be prepared. So, we've compared the stats. You guys can see the Gvosdika has a slight edge in top speed, but not the acceleration. A significant edge in camouflage, but a slight disedge in view range. The M109 has the advantage in the gun depression. The Gvosdika is significantly more accurate by a huge wide margin. It's the difference almost in firing the Expeditionary Tank's gun versus firing the VFM Mark V's gun. You can really tell that the guns handle drastically differently. So, all of this said, this is the shortest amount of time we're going to be spending in the garage. I recommend loading a full load of smoke, a full load of your HE frags, because you do not get Harrow rounds, unlike the M109, which means your shell travels slower. But it is much more precise when it gets there. Philip is okay for this one. It increases your accuracy. He increases your accuracy, rate of fire, and module damage quite a bit. However, if you want to take full advantage of all the skills available, you may want to look at Sauna here and burn them out. Or Freya if you just want better aim time and quicker rate of fire. As well as the ammo swap speed does help in terms of speed to switch over to the smoke round to help your allies. In the meantime, consumables. On all artillery, I recommend sacrificing the fire extinguisher because likely if you catch on fire, you're dead anyway. That or the repair kit, one or the other. In addition to this, for the Gvosdika, as I showed you guys, increase the accuracy, increase the rate of fire and aim time because that's your advantage, and give yourself crew comps to help further with accuracy and rate of fire. As well as just, the acceleration to get out of the way of incoming shells. Now we have Geek Lab going to show us how to operate one of these things on high wall. And you're going to see that artillery is not so OP. Now he is platooned up with Sir Schnox and Greg James Collin. As we step onto this particular battlefield, I'm going to move my camera and enlarge me just a little bit. I'm supposed to go over here. At least that's where I'm supposed to go now. And we're going to take a look at what Geek Lab can do in his artillery. Now I hope that the replay system will actually show me his point of view. But I know it won't. More than likely. So as you guys can see, he's backing way on out here. Because he wants room to maneuver to avoid incoming shells. And it is not showing me where he is actually aimed and pointed. So we're going to have to do some deduction work to show you guys how to artillery. Once he's set up to shoot, which I think he's about to be, he's aimed up here. At least for the moment. See, we can actually... Here comes the shell. There it is. That's exactly where he landed it. Smoke round for his friends to move through the smoke. Very, very... There it is. There it is. Round about to fly. I think. Don't quote me on this. He fires off again, gets a hit on the Sheridan. And you can see on the mini-map down here, he's moving between those shots just a little bit. Primarily looking to keep himself in an Arty safe position rather than having to relocate a significant ways. Ooh, that round could have hit that ERC over here. We'll have to find out at the end of the match. Oh, yeah, he hit it. He did 200 to it. Up, there's the enemy M109 fleeing for its life. Artillery shell inbound. He's trying for that. He's trying for that Leopard 1A5. As we can hear we can hear him loading and firing. And we see the results as that shell impacts right there. I'm basically trying to keep up with where he's actually gonna be firing, so you guys can see the end result of him aiming. Here comes a shot. Right on the Leopard, who has backed himself very poorly into a corner. He's not holding himself down at all. He's pretty much roadkill. Here it comes. Lands right onto the... Nope. See? You get near shots a lot of the time. He did no damage that time. However, here comes another shell. I think he actually was aiming it over here. Poor Leopard 1A5. People need to learn how to drive Leopard 1s! See where he's landing now. I can't actually tell where he's... Actually, you know what? Let's just warp back to him. So here's where he's aimed. Shell flew out this way. He's firing at that artillery. He's trying to counter battery for his friends. Woo! Right in there at that counter battery shot. Looking to smack that M109 out of existence. You see? You see the terrain falling. He goes ahead and flings another round out, and boom! T-72 is dead. Sniped off the ridge. Poor T-72. What's left of it anyway. Yeah, this is one of those replays where I have to do a lot of the camera work here, and I'm not really used to this, I'm going to admit. Ooh, 040 gets leveled. Expecting a shell to come flying out any second now from the Gvosdika. Oh, he appears to have run into a cliff edge and doesn't even realize it. Up, there goes the shell! Nope, no hit. This is the frustrating thing with artillery players. Oh no, he did hit. Holy shit, he hit the bagel. Here comes the bagel. Trying to get into some cover. Is Gvosdika going to stay on it? I'd be worried about those things really close to him personally. Oh! Oh! He's trying so hard to provide support fire and deal a hit or two. He's only gotten 1 kill so far. But he really needs to take a step back. See, when you're playing artillery, you have to take a step back and zoom out and kind of look around the map and see where there's something that you can kill. Because artillery are very good at killing random targets that have very low health. Particularly in armored warfare, it's kind of the finishing off type of move. But you have to be in position to pull the shot. And that's something that Gvosdika is not in a very good position right now. As he's set up to aim over this way, he unloads at the Sheridan. Very nice little kind of flat trajectory as well on the Gvosdika, unlike the M109, which is almost straight up and straight down, especially with the Hera rocket-assisted round. Oh, he's aiming for that bagel and he missed it. He missed it by a hair. Bagel's counting his lucky stars now. I think he just flung it right on out. Oh, he's trying so hard for that bagel. He can taste that bagely goodness. That sweet, sweet bagely goodness. There's no Arty to counter him, so he can just sit here and keep flinging shells. That's exactly what he's doing. Oh, he might have a kill here. Might have a shot right there at that guy if he gets it lined up right. I'm expecting a shell to come flying out from him any second now and kill something. There's so many low health tanks on both teams. It's really, really close if you haven't noticed, as his team is pretty beat up and so is the enemy team. And Sheridan's pack a wallop. There went the last Sheridan between him and the enemy. It's basically down to the 6 enemy light tanks, 3 of which are in a platoon over here. He really needs to get a shell in there on cap. I think this might be it. Boom! Just wiped him out! You forgot there was Arty at the party. Now he can see those tracers and likely has fired a shot in their general direction. Oof, those big Sheridan guns. Those big Sheridan guns. 152 mil. That T-69-2 is obviously AFK, so they're playing a man down against 4 light tanks. Oh, there's his shots! Boom! That's how you play Arty. You look for those low health tanks, particularly in the Gvosdika, and you wipe it out. Oh! Makes his 4th kill right there on that poor Sherry. Oh god, that poor Sheridan. He just got wiped out. Just boomed, artilleried. Now, thankfully, he knows where both Sheridans are, so he's not particularly worried about them coming to get him. He's worried about them killing his friends. Namely, this T-64, who has, like, no gun depression. But, boom! There goes another one! Motion prediction for the win! 4 kills right at the end, all by the same tank. And I think the, oh, no, the Frenchie missed. Oh, and the Frenchie paid for said miss. In spades. Now that T-64 has got to be sweating Because if that Sheridan comes up, it's over. It's going to be who pulls the trigger first, him, Gvosdika, or the Sheridan. The T-69 too, as you can see, has made no attempt to actually reconnect, and Gvosdika is hauling butt to get into a position to cover that T-64 while he can't be spotted, preferably, from anywhere else on the map. He's really hoping that Sheridan doesn't see him first, because if it does, he's screwed, because he only has 269 view range, which is vastly inferior to anything the Sheridan packs. And there's the Sheridan, having found the AFKer. And the Sheridan is now going to be forced to eliminate the AFKer if he doesn't want to be spotted as to where he's going. But he doesn't. He keeps driving. Now Gvosdika knows exactly where he is. Oof, down to 16. Sheridan player better watch out. Now they both have the same reload time, which means if the Sheridan fires first and Gvosdika misses, he's boned! Oh, it's coming in! It's coming right in after that Arty. That Sheridan wants him. Sheridan wants him bad. And Gvosdika knows it. Gvosdika knows he can taste it. Down to a quick draw. Boom! Artillery. Quick draw. Shotgun. For kill number 6. That is how you play a Gvosdika, ladies and gentlemen. You are not supposed to do the main damage. You were supposed to be the cleanup, and you were supposed to break the rocks from which the enemy attempt to defend. And sure enough, he broke the rocks. He kept smashing every point of defense as people were like, I'm safe in cover, I'm safe in cover. Boom! Dead. And that is how it's done. So, I hope all of you had a good time, and I hope this has explained to you how to play the Gvosdika. The M109 is a different machine and plays vastly differently, and I would like a replay of it, so if you want to be featured, it's kind of priority number 1, as are the other artillery. So, that's M109, Atyushka, Palmara, Paladin, and PZ-2000 are kind of a priority to get reviewed real quick, because that would complete most of my reviews for every... Actually, that would complete all but the Chinese line worth of reviews for everything tier 8, tier 7 and below. So if you would like to be featured, there's an email in the description below. It says fiaurathetankgirl@gmail.com. Send it to me. If you had a good time, please hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Let me know why in the comments below. Let's have a discussion. This isn't just a like and dislike kind of place. Let's have an actual discussion. Talk to me. Let me know. Voice your opinion, and I will reply to all your comments, just so you know. If you would like to see the previous Armored Warfare review, it's right bloody there off to my left. Go have a look. Smile. Enjoy it. I believe it is a... Drum roll, please. It's the Leopard 2A5. It is the big bad Leopard 2A5. Lastly, if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by clicking on the ad at the end of the video and checking out this video's sponsor, or by submitting to the Patreon page. And all patrons, after 2 months, can have the opportunity to become moderators during my live stream. In the meantime, let's go to the stats of this particular video. Yeah, you thought I forgot. Now, I figured I put the stats at the end of the service announcement now. So here we have it. The Gvosdika. He only did 1100 damage. You're not expected to do a lot of damage during artillery, but he did get the ace tanker with 6 kills, 1 more than he needed. T-72, Bagel, Sheridan, all paid for it in blood. You want to kill secure machine, you get a Gvosdika and you go look for the low health tanks. And he did kill the entirety of that top tier platoon. All 3 of them, the highest damaging opponents on the enemy team, except 1, excuse me. 3 of the top 4, my bad. 4 of the top 5, if you really want to get into it, are his kills. And they are the ones who were decimating his team at the end of the day, all those light tanks. 27 shots fired. Only 6 direct hits, 7 indirect hits, 14 flat out missed. You gotta let it aim, and you gotta have very good motion prediction skills about where the enemy is gonna go. He did make 60,000 credits and 1,600 rep to rack home, and he did even do some assistant damage by tracking vehicles as he shot them. So, that's gonna be it. That's every little detail. I hope you've all enjoyed. Anyway, we're moving on, and you guys can see, click on the things you want to click on, or you can leave. Either way. Up to you. I don't know if YouTube will actually let you stay here. Should find that out. See y'all later. Bye. Till next time.